All right, let's take a look at writing mechanics. So we have several examples of rules on things that we need to know and be familiar with. So we're starting with common noun versus proper noun. You can see the example that we have. There is woman and Mary right here. Okay. And so the rule is common nouns do not refer to specific people, places, or things. Okay, let me get back into my text mode here. So because of that, woman, which is not equals don't capitalize. Of course, it capitalized it for me. Go ahead and change this to a lowercase. So when they're just referring to a woman, is we don't capitalize it. However, when it's a specific woman, which in this case is Mary, then we will capitalize. Okay, so that's the rule there. Pretty straightforward. Proper noun, capitalize. Common noun, don't capitalize. Again, when I say common noun, that means they're not specific people, places, or things. Okay, titles. Okay, so we do not capitalize a title. Like an example could be mayor, unless it refers again to a specific person. So what would be our example there? So if we just have mayor, don't capitalize, right? So it would just be a smaller case M if it just in general refers to a mayor, right? But if it refers to a specific mayor, if it's Mayor Dinkins, right, then we do capitalize. Okay, so that's our rule for titles. In general, we don't capitalize. If it's specific, then we will capitalize. Okay, so there's common nouns, titles. Let's look at contractions next. Okay, so a contraction combines two words with an apostrophe. If you see a word like theirs, and you can see that they're in parentheses at the top, theirs, what you want to do is separate it into two words. In our example here, our two words are there is, right? So there is, that is going to be the same as theirs. Okay, so if we can see that we can break it into two words, right, then we have a contraction going on. I'm trying to make this bigger for you. There we go. And so that's what we're always trying to do with that apostrophe S. See, can you break it into two words or not? If you can't break it into two words, then there's no apostrophe. Pretty simple. Okay, next, we'll take a look at homonyms. And so our example here will be the word lead, right? And so these are examples of homonyms. Homonym, one was spelled L-E-A-D, the other one just spelled L-E-D. So homonyms are words that sound the same but are spelled differently. They also have different meanings. Lead, L-E-A-D, is a material in pencils, where lead, L-E-D, is the past tense of the verb to lead, like he led us into battle or something like that. Okay, what do we got next? Where are my holidays at? Here we go. Holidays, capital the name of holidays. So like New Year's Eve is considered a major holiday, right? And so we would do like that, New Year's Eve. Pretty simple. Capitalize holidays. Where are my sentences at? Okay, so we got two more things here with sentences. Okay, so a possessive sentence shows ownership. So what does that mean? With possessive sentences, nouns have an apostrophe and pronouns do not. Let me say that again. With possessive sentences, nouns have an apostrophe, pronouns do not. Okay, so let's look at an example. Okay, so we can see with, give my pen back, hers right there, that is a pronoun. Okay, and because of that, there is no apostrophe, right? This is a rule that a lot of people get wrong, and it can easily show up on the test, on the exam. So the pizza is hers in this example. Hers, because it's a pronoun, no apostrophe. So words like, okay, so if we go back to text mode here, so words like dogs, women's, right? Those words right there, those do have apostrophe. Why is that? Because those are nouns. A dog and a woman, those are both nouns. Those are not pronouns. Okay, so it's important that we know the difference between those so that we can know when we see a possessive sentence whether there should be apostrophe or not. Otherwise, you're just guessing, and then it seems impossible. Okay, you do not want to use a comma between the subject and the verb. Let's look at another example here. So I'm from Colorado, so Denver Broncos, comma, are my favorite team. Any problem with that sentence? Right? Get rid of the comma, and then we have a grammatically correct sentence because we put a comma right between the subject and the verb. Yeah? So I'm going back so much with my pen here. Right there, we've got subject, verb, problem. So if we just get rid of that comma and then it just says, the Denver Broncos are my favorite team, period. Perfect. We're good to go. And then finally, we don't have an example here, but never put a comma between two words or phrases joined by the word and, right? So if you have that and, think no comma, right? You just write it out. Okay, so that's all the stuff that we need to be familiar with for writing mechanics.